Me as a homeless person from the Israeli race, who my ancestor lived within the Ishmaelite, and our ancestor even become sheikhs and leaders. We are a very lovely, peaceful, uh, stable nation, like in all nations. And unfortunately, and we represent good things. Yes, there is reactions here and here, but you need to understand and study what the imposements, the dark imposements, the action against us. As a homeless person right now, I'm just remembering things happened to me in Saudi Arabia, in all Gulf states. I assure you that the real persecution is not against those who call themselves Shiite, it's not against those who call themselves Hijazi, or not against those who are Manatiqiyin, not from the Ishmaelian. The real persecution is not against those non-Ishmaelians. The real persecution, unfortunately, may Allah protect the Muslim nation, is against the Ishmaelite. Terrible, prostituting their sisters and their daughters, killing them, torturing them, insulting them, torturing them in jails. Some of them have no dicks, no penis, because of the electricity and torturement and the sticks in their asses. They lose their mind. Unbelievable things that you will not believe me. I will understand if, because of what's happening, the oil, the sales of oils, the economy, how Gulf state is. I understand so I will understand if you don't believe me. But it's worse than what I am explaining. The fact, this is the truth, that what's happening to the Ishmaelian is unbelievable, especially if they represent their identity as Muslim people. Wallahi, it's unbelievable. It's freakness. Someone wants to do his thing, so I'm changed my place. The case is that I wanna now the Saudi house in Gulf states. Let's focus on Saudi house, because I'm Saudi. People are coming to me right now. Yes, there is people who are ignorant. They would say, why is he talking about Iraq? He's not Iraqi. They don't understand that part of the Iraqis people are Ishmaelians. The mix of the native Arab Ishmaelians and the real Israelis among them. It's a lot of things. This is Sykes-Picot. This is what you brought to us to divide us. It's like England, you're dividing England. Do you hear me? It's like Scotland, you're dividing Scotland. It's not like France, Germany, because this is important countries on this planet. You understand me? No, you're dividing England itself. This is what's happening to the Ishmaelian. Who brought this to us? External attack. Now, the Saud house used to be in Kuwait. Yes, there was some question mark about the Ibn al-Rashid. But the Saud house was kicked out to Kuwait. The external effects, dark, satanic, whatever, what happened last century, came and made the Saud house a monarch, and helped in dividing the Ishmaelian territory to what's called Gulf states, and helped in persecuting the sheikhs who are like Al-Sabah, Al-Khalifa, Al-Thani, Al-Nahyan, Al-Maktoum. Though I have a problem with so many monarchs here, because in Al-Said and Oman, who got nothing to do with us as Ishmaelian or Qahtanis, or there's unfortunately, and they become very empowered. I mean, look at Al-Maktoum before a century, you understand. Look at Bur Rashid before a century, you understand me. Look at Tash-Sha'lan before a century, and look at, for example, Al-Nahyan before a century, and you'll understand exactly what I'm trying. Weak sheikhs, nothing. Now this is, please, with due my respect, please, I'm complying with the video too, and I'm saying the truth. Don't argue with this. You argue, I'm ready to explain more. And I have explained this, but the videos were deleted. I'm saying it again. With the channels, I'm trying to comply right now. The Saud house came and become powerful, and the persecution occurred against the Ishmaelian leaderships. And we went to this decades. Now, at that time, when you interfered and you went to Saud house, you are in the side that destroyed the Khilafah. No chance to reform the Khilafah. That's why this happened to Al-Sharif when he tried to announce himself as a Khalifa to the Arab Muslims and whatever. What did they do? They find it easy to push Al Saud, and Al Saud with the leadership who accepted him at that time before the hard time the Ismailians start to face in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, talking about the 30s and 20s and 40s. When Ibn Saud was fine, an Islamic representation, regardless. And you helped to cut us Sykes-Picot, and you helped to steal Palestine, and you helped in all of this. Saud House came, and there was colony. And there is in Shatt al-Arab some leadership who ran away to England, and they gave them back to Ibn Saud. Khaz'al, Sheikh Khaz'al, they gave it to the Persians to be killed, and you brought this to the Baluchis and Ahwazis and Kurds. Regardless, this is the history in centuries and time, thousands of years in blood, the human history. At that time, you said you didn't represent any human right. Nothing, no human right. I mean, you produced the Nazism. But now you're saying that the West is different right now. It's not like the West at 1920. Is it like the West 1920? No. Is it like the West 1921? No. Is it like the West 1919? No. They always say it's human rights, it's changing, we are different people here and there. It's fine. Now you are putting your hand in nose there, and you are doing all of this destruction to us. Fine. If you are imposing what you call human right, I am here as a person having this citizenship of Saudi. I want democracy in the Saudi Arabia. You made this, all of this change. You don't understand how you're bringing shame to us, destroying reputation of the Ismaili and women. Everyone is looking, if there is a model, if there is a woman model, for example, or if these women are, look at their women are whores. They want something like this. They're just forcing themselves to wear modest hijab and things like that, which is with niqab. Hey, just push them. They are whores, prostitutes. Look at. I don't want to explain this because it's terrible. I don't need to explain this. I want democracy. I want the Ismailians to represent themselves. Put up Russia. For me, my opinion, they are just agents to you, Gulf states, especially after execution and setting an example. Unlegally execution and killing to Saddam Hussein. I want democracy. Now, let's not focus about my brother Marwan and what happened to my family. Let's not focus about this. Let's call model Qawla and freedom. Fine. There must be representation. I don't care. Islamic, non-Islamic, we are not like the West. We're different culture. We want representation. This explain action, reaction, if there's terrorist attack and problems, this explain who you are from inside. I want democracy, representation. The Ismaili need to be representing themselves. This need to stop what's happening in Saudi Arabia and others. They shouldn't be in jail. See, no one is changing anything. I'm just explaining why I'm praying and what I am praying for. I'm uploading my opinion, and I think my opinion reached a lot of circles here and there. Thank you. I'm gonna continue to go to that center. My things there, I think he left. I put there. Nothing important in my bag. Thank you. I'm still rough sleeper. Homeless, refused. Don't detain me, don't deport me. I'm trying to adjust.